Among all the grief and tragedy is amazing people doing amazing things, including the people from Pasadena Humane who have been rescuing animals and pets caught up in the wildfires. Kevin McManus from Pasadena Humane joins me live now. Kevin, thanks so much for joining us. I guess the first question is, how many pets or animals have you rescued from the fires so far?
Well, in total, we're over 550 animals have come to our shelter since the fire started. Overwhelmingly, it's people who had to evacuate in emergency, uh, had the foresight to bring their pets with them, and so we're the emergency boarding for our neighborhood. And our neighborhood, unfortunately, is the area that is surrounded, well, all over the Eaton fire, which is the fire to the east in Los Angeles.
So are you also going into these fire zones and finding animals that have been left behind, or is it people just bringing animals to you?
It's a combination of both. We do have multiple agencies working with us, animal control wise, to go into the areas that are most affected, and help rescue any animals that we can find, and also uh, in some cases leaving water and food in the hopes that we're able to find more animals in the next few days.
I'm guessing some of these cats and dogs are in pretty bad shape when you find them or have been handed in, including severe burns.
That's correct. I mean, just like humans, the common injuries for animals are burns, smoke inhalation, dehydration, um, among other things. So some of the images you're seeing there are animals that first came in within the first few days of the fire, oftentimes with burned pads on their feet, and in rough shape. We have an animal ICU here on site, so we were able to triage those who were injured, start treatment on them, and then we've actually now been contacted by a bunch of emergency hospitals in our area, emergency veterinary hospitals in our area, and they can offer assistance as well. So it's almost like a field hospital, but we're making do.
Yeah, I guess you guys are pretty stretched at the moment. How can people help Pasadena Humane if they want to?
Well, the easiest way is a financial donation, which helps us to direct the resources immediately where they're needed. Um, we need specialized equipment that we're able to provide to care for the animals. And we also know, like, we're going to be holding on to these animals for a long time. We're committed to keeping families together. So even though people may not have a home to return to after this disaster, they don't have to also cope with the loss of a family member or pet that is in our care.
There's a real concern, Kevin, that weather conditions are expected to really worsen in the coming days, particularly on Tuesday local time, which is Wednesday our time. That it may undo a lot of the good work that firefighters have been doing to contain these blazes, and it could push into new areas. Is that what you're hearing as well? What's the feeling on the ground there right now?
Yeah, we have heard that. And I guess I mean, first of all, encouraging people, and I think this was a great wake-up call in that sense. Like, people need to have their pets as part of their emergency evacuation plan. So having crates for your cats and leashes on your dogs, that really helps if you have to leave in an instant. But I think we're able to continue to take in animals from this for the foreseeable future, but we know this is a short-term answer if the fires continue like they have been.
Yeah. Are you getting any help from the local government or anything like that?
We're getting a ton of help.
Yeah.
The animal welfare community in our, well, I think throughout the world, honestly, is such a strong and obviously something that we are all passionate animal lovers who work for these agencies. So many agencies across the state of California have reached out to us and offered assistance. We had over 100 dogs and I don't know, 50 or so cats in our care
Yeah.
before the fires broke out. And right away, as soon as it became clear that this was going to be serious, we had from Sacramento, Santa Barbara, San Diego agencies reaching out to help us take in the pets that we already had so that we could continue to help the animals who are being evacuated. So that's a fantastic
Great.
just network of people and agencies with resources that we're tapping into. Our animal control agencies right now are helping us go out into the field to look for animals who still need us, which is
Well,
it's an amazing collaboration.
it's important work, and we really appreciate what you're doing. Kevin, thanks so much for joining us on the program this morning. Good luck in the coming days.